There's not a lot of background on the upcoming clip. What is known is that it was filmed quite some time ago, and the footage quality is frankly poor. A young woman is seen wandering aimlessly, behaving somewhat oddly. The man behind the camera also finds it unusual, prompting him to trail her. Yet the moment he steps into a grassy field, she's gone. He searches for a bit, and soon night begins to fall. Out of nowhere, a phone rings from deep within the tall grass. And then this unfolds. The woman reappears on all fours with a warped face, rushing toward the lens, but vanishes almost instantly. So what exactly was that? And what happened to her? These are the mysteries troubling everyone who's watched it. My guess: a staged scene with some solid post-production work. Here's another throwback clip pulled from someone's dusty home recordings, captured with a truly awful camera. Still, if you focus closely, you can spot three friends relaxing in a backyard, strumming a guitar and singing together. Everything feels calm until something strange occurs.
Astagfirullah, itu tuyul itu astagfirullahaladzim, tuyul. Itu belum itu dari pikiran sia.
When the footage is brightened, the creature's face almost resembles that of an alien. Oddly, the only person who seems to notice is the one filming. He tries to alert his friends, but they simply brush it off and keep playing.
Tergiring siya perpisan ka na po. Di, lo onita, tuyul. Higirin siya ta tuyul. Higirin siya tuyul ta. Di. Nyampergin siya ta. Tadi dinya belum nyampergin siya di.
Moments later, the creature leaps toward him, nearly startling the poor guy out of his skin. He whirls around shouting as the figure vanishes once again.
Astagfirullahaladzim, baru penaingnya tadi. Terpenaingnya tadi. Aku bisa tertempo. Belum ada penaing di. Tadi penaing bener aingnya loh.
The other two remain oblivious, assuming their friend has lost it. Personally, I suspect they're in on a prank. That creature looks suspiciously like one of them in a costume. A man heard unsettling noises outside his home and stepped out to investigate. What he witnessed was unbelievable. Glancing down a narrow alleyway, he caught sight of a disturbing figure that shot upward in an instant. He quickly shouted to his wife upstairs, urging her to look out the window.
Kaylee? Grab your phone and film and go to the back bedroom. I'm pretty sure someone's just climbed on the roof.
It was truly chilling, not just for her, but for me as well. I almost dropped my phone watching. So, who or what could it have been? Jeepers? Creepers? A demonic presence? or perhaps just a cleverly staged prank? The choice is yours. This unsettling and puzzling footage was posted on YouTube back in 2010, filmed in Russia. In the city of Norilsk, a woman noticed a luminous figure inside one of the nearby garages. Even after all these years, this glowing person sighting is still unexplained. While theories range from simple reflections to extraterrestrials, none feel even slightly convincing. Very little is known about this brief yet unsettling video. What we can gather is that a daring man ventured into an abandoned building at night, likely seeking some excitement. He roams through the darkness until, without warning, he comes across something terrifying. In one corridor, a horrifying figure with an enormous mouth and bulging eyes emerges. From the way it moves, it resembles a zombie. The moment the flashlight hits, it suddenly springs to life, and that's when the footage ends. Hopefully, the man made it out unharmed, leaving with exactly what he sought, a heart-pounding rush of adrenaline. This one's truly vintage, shot in Italy back in 2008 on a phone camera that could be in a museum display. A group of friends was out wandering, joking around, and filming random moments when they stumbled upon a cave.
Oh! No. Ciao ragazzi, andiamo avanti. No, aspetta. Appena arrivato. Sai, tutto bianco. Male. Ma cazzo di muove? Che cazzo? Il pipistrello, magari ti hanno messo saldato tutto. Il pipistrello bianco? Oddio, questo si muove. No, aspetta. Aspetta, cazzo, guarda. Ma che cazzo? Oddio, devo vedere dopo. Aspetta. Raga, ma ascoltiamo. Una persona! Oh cazzo, porca troia! Via! Porco Dio!
At first, a strange metallic sound can be heard.
Ma che cazzo?
Then a pale, floating face suddenly appears out of nowhere. The group panics and bolts as if their lives are on the line. Even today, they insist they can't believe what they recorded. Whether you buy their story or not, that's for you to decide. This clip lasts only a couple of seconds, and despite my best efforts, I couldn't track down the original source. Still, 2 seconds is plenty to see that this guy has landed himself in serious trouble. What's going on with her? Did he dab something sweet behind his ear? Or is she simply thrilled at the thought of devouring him? And that tongue, what's the deal with it? I have no clue how their date wrapped up, but one thing's certain. It's downright unsettling. Not too long ago, a bone-chilling video began making the rounds online. Those who posted it claimed it was stolen by hackers during a cyber attack on the Pentagon's website. Naturally, many doubted the story, but the footage itself is undeniably unsettling. Take a closer look. It doesn't resemble CGI, nor does it appear to be someone in a costume. And notice its height. When compared to the person standing behind the cage, it's clearly well over 9 feet tall. So what could that mean? Could Bigfoot have actually been caught and kept hidden from the public? If anyone out there has a solid explanation, I'm listening. Locals say this abandoned psychiatric hospital isn't just a refuge for the homeless or shady individuals. It's also the dwelling place of something far more unsettling, something no one can fully explain, something that convinces people never to step inside again. A team calling themselves the Paranormal Hunters decided to investigate. Naturally, they chose to go at night.
Esse hospital aqui, velho, eu acho que muita gente já veio aqui, irmão. Tá ligado? É um lugar que eu acho que não sei, mano. Não sei dizer mais pra você. Vamos voltar. Ai. Ai! Patrick! Meu Deus! Peraí, Thiago! Cuidado! Vem pra cá! Hã? Você não viu? Não. Ó, escuta! Vem cá, entra aqui!
At one point, a beam from a flashlight revealed the silhouette of a girl sitting in a window.
Ai! Patrick! Meu Deus!
The man who spotted her nearly jumped out of his skin, not exactly the mark of a seasoned ghost hunter. His partner, however, didn't see a thing. That was their only strange encounter of the night, but later on social media, they swore never to return. They claimed that after that night, panic attacks and lingering dread haunted them for days. An American mushroom forager had an unsettling encounter in the woods. At first, everything appeared normal, until he came across a strange structure made from sticks. It wasn't exactly a hut or a shelter, but it clearly seemed intentionally built. Out of nowhere, a menacing growl echoed from the forest, sending him running. Believing he'd put enough distance between himself and the sound, he stopped to look around. And that's when his camera picked up something deeper among the trees. Maybe it's a bear, but I've got 2 issues with that theory. First, I've never heard of bears constructing little stick houses. Second, that growl doesn't sound like any bear I've encountered. So, what did our forager stumble upon? A construction-savvy bear, or a cryptid science has yet to discover?